Yes, real-time physics models certainly are engrossing. And when you put those physics models into a video game, you can come up with some of the most fun and addictive video games ever created. Red Lynx's Trials Evolution is just such a game. Trials Evolution, which was released in April 2012 for download on Xbox Live Arcade, and March 2013 for Windows PCs, is the latest game in the Trials franchise, a series of games based on riding dirt bikes through crazy courses filled with physics-based obstacles. What started out as a relatively simple 2D Flash game evolved into a relatively simple 3D game in Trials 2, and now, as Trials Evolution, we get yet another relatively simple yet incredibly fun game with essentially the same mechanics. Trials Evolution succeeds because it doesn't try to do too much, and what it does flawlessly. Gameplay is deceptively simple. You, as the rider of a dirt bike, must get through each course as quickly as possible, while crashing as little as possible. Even though those crashes are very entertaining. The game locks you into a forward and backward plane of movement, which allows you to focus on having tons of fun. The courses in Evolution are fantastic in every sense of the word. There are courses that have you careening through a giant roller coaster, or riding through a World War I styled no man's land, or even riding through a mine. Courses almost always end with your character meeting a fairly creative demise. As you progress, you earn faster and more nimble bikes, and while these initially give you an advantage, you also earn new and more challenging courses which require advanced techniques that you can often only perform with the higher performance rides. To unlock the more difficult courses, you have to learn and perform new techniques in license tests. Some obstacles in these tests might have you initially shaking your head in disbelief, but as you get the hang of the controls, you'll realize that everything can be accomplished using variations on shifting your weight back and forth and finessing the throttle and brake. The control is just so precise, and the visual cues like tire marks on surfaces and smoke let you know exactly where your traction is. Later courses are absolutely diabolical, with extreme slopes, jumps, and even landmines and explosive barrels. The physics system based on the bullet physics engine comes into play not only in the control of your rider, but in environmental objects as well. You'll need to balance on seesawing beams and traverse sinking containers to get to the end of the courses. While it could be said that the courses are linear, occasionally you'll have the option of taking a high route or a low route. And while obstacles sometimes require a very specific maneuver, sometimes you'll be able to grab enough air to add a flip or two, which helps give this game a sense of free will and self-expression that eludes many games. It's simple to learn, but difficult to master. It's incredibly challenging, but it's also forgiving, with unlimited tries and lots of regular checkpoints. And because of this, it remains fun even into the insane difficulty levels.
And when you're done with the tracks that come with the game, you can make your own with an incredibly deep track editor.
Graphics in the game are great as well, with nice clear details, cool explosions, and varied environments. You can also repaint parts of your bike and do some minor customization to your rider's wardrobe. Trials Evolution also has a multiplayer mode, but it's not very customizable, and often I just found myself sitting there staring at this. Maybe the Xbox version is better with this. I love Trials, and in my opinion, Trials Evolution is the current pinnacle of the series. But if I had to complain about anything, it would be Ubisoft's new gaming platform, Uplay. I purchased Evolution through Steam for my PC, but I still had to set up a Uplay account, and now I'm logging into both of these two clients to play this game. This kind of stuff drives me nuts, and it's the bane of modern PC gaming. To play Battlefield 3, I have to log into my Origin account. When I bought Max Payne 3, I needed to open a Rockstar Social Club account. For Dirt 3, I had to log into a Microsoft Live gaming account. And now Ubisoft is doing this. All of these clients have to be constantly updated, of course, and it just gets in the way. And what happens if any of these servers get shut down? I would be epically surprised if I could play any of these games 10 years from now. Rant over. On another note, I don't have an Xbox 360 controller, and Steam isn't always very friendly with other controllers like my Logitech, so I had to use a keyboard to play Trials Evolution. While it's not impossible to play this way, it's certainly not ideal. With the Xbox controller, you have analog throttle and brake, plus the use of the joystick for analog leaning. It's for all these reasons that I would warn anyone of buying the PC version if you have an Xbox 360. Getting Trials Evolution through the Live Arcade seems like the simplest and easiest way to play by far. When I first discovered Trials, I bought Trials 2, and after about 3 days, I had purchased and completed Trials Evolution. It's that addictive and fun, I couldn't stop playing it. If you're into physics-based games, you simply cannot go wrong with Trials Evolution. So what are your thoughts on the Trials franchise? How about the state of modern PC gaming and these annoying DRM management systems like Origin and Uplay? Let me know in the comments section, and check out Dome Candy Games on Facebook and Google+, and as always, thanks for watching.